The Edmonton Oilers look to make it 6-0 in their last 6 as they take on the Vancouver Canucks on Hockey Day in Canada. All that and more coming up on Lubed. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed for January the 20th, 2023 as the Edmonton Oilers get set to take on the Vancouver Canucks and seek their 6th straight victory as the Oilers have been playing absolutely red hot as of late. And as for the Canucks, not so much. I'm just going to briefly touch on it, but I do feel so bad for Bruce Boudreau as in the last few media scrums, he was getting a little bit emotional on that, and it kind of sucks. I mean, the guy's invested, his whole life into coaching, and he's just basically waiting for them to say, hey, don't come in today. So it kind of sucks. It really does suck. Anyway, we're here to talk about the Edmonton Oilers. That's right. So, the Oilers have somehow managed to really turn this ship around from... We don't even know where they were heading, to be honest with you. There was a lot of dismay about 3 or 4 weeks ago about this team. How could they lose to Anaheim? What's going on with the team? Why can't they get it together? Jack Campbell can't stop a beach ball. And all of a sudden... everything's quiet on that front, and we are talking about, hey, the Oilers are alive and well again. Boy, oh boy, us Edmonton fans are, and I'm included. You can go back to my videos from a few weeks ago, and I was the same guy, like, oh, the world is falling, or the sky is falling, and yeah. So anyway, long story short, the Edmonton Oilers are playing extremely, extremely well hockey. They are playing like a united front. I love how they are standing up for each other. This is, I think, in my opinion, the biggest change that I've seen in the last 3 weeks with this team. They are fighting for each other. That Tampa Bay game was just a classic example of standing up for each other. Nurse got into a fight. Costin got into a fight. McDavid stood his ground. It was good. It was a really good game. And considering those two teams only meet twice a year, that was very close to what the Battle of Alberta should be every game. And that obviously has gone really bad or really weak in the last few years. So anyway, let's get into tomorrow night's game. As the Edmonton Oilers take on the Canucks. I'm going to get into some news and notes first of all, as there's been word that Stuart Skinner, well, not word, this is actual fact now, Stuart Skinner is going to join Draisaitl and McDavid at the All-Star game in Florida this year. Isn't that amazing? Like, what a year this guy's having. Gets his contract, has a new baby boy, and now this. Like, wow. This is, talk about a dream ending, or a dream scenario for this guy. Like, wow. But he deserved it. He worked hard for what he got. So, yeah, Stuart Skinner will be at the All-Star game. And it's like what Woody was saying in his presser, saying it's a credit to the training staff. It's a credit to the scouting staff. Credit to the goaltender coaches that got him there, too. It's not just all on Stuart Skinner. It was the combination of everything working as a united front to make Stuart Skinner look really good. So congratulations again, Stewie, on this. On this. Okay, so the Oilers are going to take on the Canucks, and as far as injuries go, Ryan Murray is still out with the back. Matthias Janmark, I don't know if he's going to be back in this game. He was dealing with a last-minute illness, so he got scratched last minute against the Tampa Bay Lightning. He might be back. He may not be back. And Kyler Yamamoto, still listed as undisclosed, but he is on the LTIR, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to have to do some more digging. And now that I'm going to have a few days off because the next game after this one is Columbus on Wednesday. I can get a lot of stuff sorted, including my live feed, and make that more presentable for you guys because it hasn't been exactly the greatest, by my standards, video shoot that I've been doing, but I'm going to get it better. I promise you guys this. I promise you that. I'm not quitting on it. It will get better. As far as the Canucks injuries go, Tanner Pearson, he's out with a hand injury. Travis McDermott, undisclosed. Thatcher Demko, lower body. And Tucker Pullman, undisclosed. When it comes to their personal history against each other, going back to May 4th, 2021, the Oilers have beat the Vancouver Canucks, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 10 times. And their last meeting was December the 23rd, where Vancouver actually beat us by a count of 5-2. And then you'll also remember on October 12th, the opening night of the season, where we were down 3-0 and we managed to bounce back and win 5-3. But that was also the game that Holloway, right off the bat, made a miserable give up and a confidence-breaking give up. And things kind of got a little rough for him going forward after that. But obviously he's going to make rookie mistakes. When it comes up to the matchup consensus from Covers has the Edmonton Oilers an 85% favorite in this game. And I probably agree. With the way Vancouver's been playing and the way Edmonton's been playing, I would almost tip it to a 90-10. That being said, I'm hoping I'm not going to eat my words on this. Some of the stats, as far as the goaltending stats go, Stuart Skinner's record, that's who they have listed. And I'm pretty sure he's going to get the start because Campbell has had a few starts. But who knows? Campbell's been playing very well, so they may ride his hot hand still. But right now they have Stuart Skinner listed on the score. He has a record of 12-10-2, a .296 goals against average, a .914 save percentage, no shutouts. Spencer Martin has a record of 11-11-1, a 3.89 goals against average. That's rough. And then an .877 save percentage, no shutouts as well. The Vancouver Canucks the Edmonton Oilers go into Vancouver with a away record of 14-7-1. Meanwhile, the Canucks have a home record of 8-11-1. And as far as the last 10 goes, the Edmonton Oilers are 6-3-1. Meanwhile, the Canucks on the opposite end of the spectrum at 2-8. When it comes to the money puck, and I'm going to be putting the money puck stats now on the live feed on the ticker below. The Edmonton Oilers now are a 94.5% chance to make the Stanley Cup playoffs this year, which is awesome considering, just before this streak started, I think it went down as low as 56% chance. They also are a 9.9% chance of winning this year's Stanley Cup. So that's basically a 10% chance to win the Stanley Cup this year, which I really like as well. The one downside stat, and it's a downside stat, but it's in a good way that it's a downside stat, is they are 0.1% chance to winning the draft lottery this year. Yes, Connor Bedard would look really good in orange and blue. I'm not doubting that by any means. But that would also mean that we're in the crapper for the season. So, yeah, I would rather have a good season. Okay, let's take a peek at the standings right now. I'm just going to expand that. As the Edmonton Oilers retain the first wildcard position, they are 4 points ahead of the Calgary Flames with a record of 26-18-3 for 55 points. Calgary's record is 21-16-9 for 51 points. So, if today was the cutoff day and the Edmonton Oilers were in the playoffs, they would be facing Seattle. And Seattle would actually have home ice advantage. Isn't that kind of weird to think about it? But yeah, your matchups would be Seattle versus Edmonton. Dallas would face Calgary again. Winnipeg, Minnesota, and Vegas versus Los Angeles. That would be your Western Conference matchups. I'm not going to go into the Eastern Conference matchup, but I just wanted to give you just kind of a little, if the playoffs were to start today, this is what we're looking at. I guess that's about all I got to cover for today. I will be on live tomorrow again. I am slowly working at making that live programming much more entertaining and much more smoother. I've dealt with some audio issues. Even in the last episode, I dealt with some mic issues that I think I might have nipped it in the bud. But until then, guys, if you're new to this channel and watching it for the very first time and you like the content that I bring, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Those of you who have subscribed and have stuck with me through thick and thin, thank you again. Much appreciated. And as always, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay hydrated. We will talk tomorrow night right after the game. Well, a few minutes after the game. You have a good one.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show